Hello, greetings to you, everyone. I would like to welcome you to JCI Capital Project Exhibition. And in this exhibition, we are joined by the Project Director for Silent with Impact. And we are also joined by the 2020 JCI Capital Vice President in charge of community, Madam Julia. Other project directors will be joining us. If they fail, Julia is going to do it on their behalf. And basically, we are doing this to show you the good work that we are doing. And we look forward that you're going to gain much on the work that we are doing, and also share with us on how best can we maximize and make more impact in the community. My name is Stuart Nyakatswau, the 2020 JCI Capital Local President, and I look forward that we are going to enjoy. So the first one that we're going to start with is Silent with Impact project, and we are going to put it on a screen right now. We are putting it on a screen just now, and our PD for Silent with Impact is going to start here, presentation. So boom, here is it. Here it is. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see it now.
That's great. So you can start by introducing yourself and your project.
Okay. Just hold on. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tanaka, Jinjika, and I'm the current project director for Silent with Impact for JCI Capital. So I'm going to be introducing and telling you more about our project, Silent with Impact, in this work. So it's our work is definitely more on expanding opportunities for the deaf. Okay, so I'm going to start about the project. Silent with Impact is a project that seeks to develop ideas the ideas are aimed at transforming the deaf community from the very center of business life and social life, therefore reducing the unemployment and poverty rate. So these are some of the problems that are being faced by the deaf community. There are so many deaf school leavers looming in the streets in Harare as vendors. And some of them have got skills which can enable them to get employed and live productive lives as confirmed by employers. But the challenge is employers have shown that they are skeptical employing deaf people due to the communication barriers. And the following are the challenges that are mainly experienced by the deaf community. Negative attitudes from the hearing counterparts, negative attitudes by employers, poor education among deaf people, scarcity of job opportunities, lack of career guidance in schools, lack of supporting laws, communication problems, and ignorance. And our areas of improvement as Silent with Impact are going to be improved access to media, decent employment, improved communication with the public through delivering sign language lessons, and financial assistance in terms of difficult times. Our vision as Silent with Impact is to promote or give expanded opportunities for the deaf so that they achieve full and productive employment, and decent work as envisioned by Sustainable Development Goal 8 and Sustainable Development Goal 10, which is developing ideas and developing ideas and leaders from the hearing impaired society to transform the world. Okay. I'm going to talk about some of the ways that we are going to use to eradicate poverty. And I'm going to start by listing some of these points. The first one is improving access to sustainable livelihoods, entrepreneurial opportunities, and productive resources. Providing universal access to basic social services. Progressively developing social protection systems to support those who cannot support themselves. Improved access to media, decent employment, improved communication with the public through delivering sign language lessons, financial assistance in terms of difficult times. And these ways are supported by the Sustainable Development Goals vision, which are on Target 8 and Target 10. Full employment and decent work with equal pay, promoted universal social, economic, and political inclusion. Some of the objectives for the project, Silent with Impact project, are to open a business school that trains and educates at least 50 people per year, partner with at least two international companies and 3 local ones to help us share knowledge and expertise, to conduct at least 1 workshop a month that empowers the hearing impaired with tools for leadership, growth and entrepreneurial skills, for creating employment, and be competent for the world, to create awareness towards ending all forms of discrimination, violence, and abuse for the deaf people in any way within the social and economic environment. So I'm going to talk about what we have achieved so far in JCI Silent with Impact. Our major achievement was the launch of our virtual sign language lessons. The lessons are currently ongoing on WhatsApp due to Corona lockdown measures. The invitation is open to everyone who is willing to make a difference in reducing the communication barrier. And secondly, we have managed to partner with an organization called Exbitions that will be delivering professional development courses to deaf individuals so that they are empowered and they will be able to earn decent work and employment. And thirdly, we have joined Miss Deaf Pride Zimbabwe and Passionate Hearts in their initiative to raise funds to buy groceries for the deaf community that has been affected by the coronavirus lockdown. The vendors in the CBDs, as we all know, are deaf and the survivors and the little earnings they get. So with the current lockdown, they are not able to go in the CBD and sell their products so that they can get some money. They live on hand to mouth. So they're currently struggling right now, and we are currently raising funds for them to earn something. So our way forward with the project with the current lockdown is we are trying by all means to re-strategize and come up with ways we can provide trainings and project development for the deaf community using online platforms. We will also make sure that we will use this time to help all those who have been affected by the virus and look for different ways in which the deaf community will be able to raise some income for their survival. And so, thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much. Hello.
That's great. Thank you very much, Project Director Tanaka and Jinjika, for such a great project. I don't know, could there be any question from those who are listening, those who might want to ask anything with regards to the presentation? Seeing that we don't have any question, thank you very much, PD, for such a presentation. And we wish you the best of success as you go forward with your project. Now going to the next project, we are going to Green My Zimbabwe. And seeing that we don't have the project director for this project here present, our vice president in charge of community, Julia, is going to do this presentation on behalf of the project. So we are sharing the screen, and our vice president is going to pick it up. Madam, you may go.
Okay, afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is T Muchuwa, and I'm the Vice President in charge of community. And today I'm going to be standing in for Project Director for Green My Zimbabwe. And this is a project which is aimed at raising awareness about environmental health and safety and climate change healing our planet Earth. So our objectives for this year 2020 were to have a green quiz. Our tagline is towards a greener, cleaner, and healthier Zimbabwe. And then our vision to be the leading environmental awareness program in Zimbabwe. And then our mission is equipping the young generation with environmental awareness knowledge through trainings, as well as initiating and protecting activities that promote, protect, and sustain the natural environment. And then our activities for this year is to have a green quiz that is training young generations to be environmentally aware and having tree planting challenges, combating the climate change by reducing global warming, and also have infrastructure development so that we can have environmental sustainable infrastructure. And another activity is dump site clearing for environmental responsibility. And then our plan of action, the project has been adopted, and our plan of action was to host a green quiz for high schools on the 1st of July 2020, and then clear illegal dump sites in Harare's high-density suburbs at least once a month, beginning of April 2020, and plant 10 trees per school in 5 schools before the 1st of August. Engage the donor community to complete a clinic in Mutoko Rural District by the 31st of August 2020. And our partners will be the government, Harare City, Environmental Management Agency, and the corporate community in cleaning up illegal dump sites in Harare. And the progress, we've managed to achieve so far is to engage the Mutoko Rural District Council on completion of the project, which was started 15 years ago. And our project director, Lee and Garikai, traveled from Harare to Mutoko to meet up with the Mutoko Rural District Council management and took a look at the project. And an expertise partner was identified, which is women in communities, and has advised and has been advised to approach foreign embassies such as Japanese embassy in Zimbabwe and others. And also requests for partnership letters on cleanup were sent to Harare City Council, EMA Clean City Africa a week before COVID lockdown. And then we had also sent a letter request for partnership to Western for supply of bricks, which are made of plastic for the clinic project. And letters of invitation to high schools for green quiz were prepared and awaited to be delivered to the schools as we undertake a quiz build-up activities. The major challenges we've faced so far has been the COVID-19, which has resulted in unplanned close of activities in the country and the world at large. and partners are needed, especially for financing the project activities. The solutions as a project, we've adopted the use of technology and we're having regular meetings online. We hope to engage schools when they open to see if we can conduct an annual high school green quiz online if the restrictions currently imposed by the government of Zimbabwe relaxes when school opens, and more letters to be sent out to potential partners as well as personal visits to their offices to present our infrastructure project. These are some of the highlights of the staff clinic which was built in Muchuwa and which was not finished, which we aim to finish the project. And this is a highlight of the meeting which was done at the Muchuwa Rural District Council. And this is also the project of the clinic, which was left unfinished. And here we see our project director at the dump site, which needs to be cleared in Bare with the public relations officer for Green Mines Zimbabwe. Thank you so much.
That's great. Thank you so much, our Vice President, Madam Julia. You may welcome Hazel Chimsoro, our 2020 General Legal Counsel, and Tanya to our project exhibition. So far, we have completed 2 projects, Silent with Impact and Green My Zimbabwe. We are now moving on to the last project, which is Health Note. And our Vice President Julia is also going to present this project on behalf of the project director, who is not here present. So I shall give it to you, Madam Julia, to do the presentation.
Okay, so I'm also going to be standing on behalf of our project director for HealthNode, and HealthNode is a project which is aimed at raising awareness about mental health and health on non-communicable diseases. And our objective for 2020 is to bridge the information gap on non-communicable diseases and the new pandemic, which is COVID-19. Also to inspire people to groom a culture of healthy living lifestyles in their communities, to contribute towards the achievement of SDG number 3, and to develop individual and member skills and know-how regarding to non-communicable diseases. The activities we've managed to accomplish in the first quarter was hold a health talk at the JCI Secretariat, like checking up the vital NCDs. We also managed to do BP checks. And then we also did a health talk at Cross Culture about mental health wellness. And we did a stay-at-home campaign, social media campaign on infection prevention strategies, improving hygiene to stop the spread of the virus. So some of the ongoing activities, we're continuing with prevention strategies to minimize the spread of COVID-19 infection. These strategies include correct and accurate illustration on hand washing with soap and water, use of alcohol-based sanitizers, how to wear, remove, and dispose protective clothing, face masks, and latex gloves, how to wash, disinfect reusable face masks. For the communities, children's home, donate face masks and disposable bins to promote the prevention of spreading the COVID-19. And also a health talk on non-communicable diseases, psychological impact of the pandemic on people living with non-communicable diseases. We realized that this pandemic has brought anxiety among vulnerable individuals, and also devise coping strategies of individuals living with non-communicable diseases during this period. Health and nutritional promotion on ways to prevent non-communicable diseases in young people, improve the knowledge on vital signs such as blood pressure, glucose levels, weight, and BMI, and encouraging routine exercises and possible diet management and its importance. Our possible partners include West Nova, Cancer Association, Diabetic Association, Bonasa, and Clean City. Thank you so much. This is what we have for Health Note.
Thank you, Vice President Julia, for your presentation. We really appreciate. At this time, we would like to open a quick question and answer for the next 2 minutes for those who might want to give some clarifications on their project. So if you have any question, just unmute your mic and ask. Okay. Seeing that we don't have any questions with regards to the project, I would like to thank you again for spending your time and allowing yourselves to join us in this presentation, where we are looking at the projects being done by JCI Capital in the year 2020. We do have faced the challenge of coronavirus, which has limited our ability to carry on our projects in the community. And we realized that our movements have been allowed. So for projects like Green My World, Green My Zimbabwe, and also Youth Note, we have not been able to move around, but we have realigned ourselves to encourage proper management of waste through the BEAN campaign, encouraging people to manage the masks that they are producing in the gloves. And we have also started a sign language lesson, which is going virtually online for those who want to learn sign language. And we also have our task force for coronavirus that is working to share information that conscientize people on how to stay safe. And as we close off, I would like to remind you that let's practice caution when it comes to hygiene, so that we don't spread the infection to our loved ones. We don't spread the infection to those who are key in our lives. For those who are working as essential services, let's also make sure that as we are traveling to our workplaces, we don't get ourselves in the ways of the virus by using the improper hygiene mechanisms. We always make sure that we practice safe distance from people so that we don't put them at risk and we are not at risk. Otherwise, I'd like to thank you so much for allowing your time to be with us. And we are going to also share later our progress when it comes to projects, what we could have done and what we think we can do best so that we achieve the best we can in the community. And our mission as JCI, it is to provide development opportunities that empower young people to create a positive change. And these projects are being done by young people using the active citizenship framework, working with our partners so that we create sustainable solutions in the community on the work that we do. This year, our theme, harnessing opportunities for positive empowerment. That is what we are doing as JCI Capital to ensure that our communities are empowered, young people are empowered, and there is no great person like a person who is empowered to make a change in his own life and in the life of the society. Otherwise, I thank you for your time and keep enjoying our work, and we keep working with you so that we achieve the best impact that we can. I would like to thank our partners who have supported us in our project so far, to share our message and also to enable visits to other places that we are making an impact. And we look forward to keep working with our partners because ourselves, we are not able to do it. We don't have enough resources, we don't have enough manpower, but we know that with our partners, we can create huge and sustainable impact in the communities. I would like to thank our project director, Tanaka, for making time to be in this presentation. And I'd like also to thank our Vice President in charge of community, Julia, for covering up for our project directors who could not make it. I would like to thank our 2020 General Legal Counsel, Ezochem, for making time, and also Tanya, whom we are seeing here present. I hope, Tanya, that you are doing well and you are safe wherever you are. Otherwise, thank you so much for being with us. Have a great day.